Okay, so the Thursday night game. Here we go. The Steelers and the Browns. We have got the Browns -5. The total's at 38. What do you see happening in this matchup, Nick? Hey guys, don't forget about our official sponsor, Caesars Sportsbook. For all new accounts, they're giving you up to $1,250 in a risk-free first bet. And win or lose, you get 1,000 reward credits and 1,000 tier credits added onto your account. All you've got to do is download the Caesars Sports Betting app and use the promo code WOODFUL. Or you can check out the description of this video and click on the link.
Yeah, it's an interesting matchup for sure. I mean, divisional opponents, clearly each of them, I think, got caught looking ahead to this game because, they each lost. New England, it was favored last week by 2.5 points. It wound up winning 17-14. I guess it might have closed at 3, but most people would have got it at 2.5. I had New England in that one, and I actually went 4-1 overall last Sunday. But yeah, clearly Cleveland's collapse was much more epic than Pittsburgh. In fact, the Steelers weren't even leading ever in that game. But the Browns, they had a big lead going into the fourth there, and they really blew it to the Jets and Joe Flacco. I actually had New York last week in that one. So I didn't even need the 6.5 points. So, as you said, what can we expect here in this short week between these division rivals? That's the $1 million question. Yeah. Nick Chubb, he looked great for the Browns last week. He had 2 touchdowns. But I think, we all thought that this Cleveland Browns defense was going to be a lot better than it is. But it's been terrible so far. In the first 2 games, it's allowed a combined 55 points. And to let Joe Flacco torch you like that, he had 307 passing yards and 4 touchdowns. Now, Jacoby Brissett, he was efficient for Cleveland. He was 22 of 27. He threw for just 229 yards, though, and 1 passing touchdown. Now, the Steelers, they're kind of the opposite. They've only allowed 34 points this year, but they've only scored 37. So the issue for Mitch Trubisky and Pittsburgh again this season is on the offensive side of the ball. Last week, he had 168 passing yards and a touchdown. Yeah, a couple of 1-1 teams here. One team that can't score, one team that can't defend on the short week. It's a little bit difficult, but I think the best way to approach this one, I'm going to go with the under in this one. I like the total. I know that the first 2 Thursday games have gone under the number. I know that this is a super low total, but I just think that we're going to see a lot of running from the Browns again. And I think that Pittsburgh will once again have trouble finding the end zone. And so I'm suggesting a play on the under in this one, Ellie.
Yeah, I think 5-0 to the under are the primetime games right now. The only one going over was that the one we watched last night, the Bills.
Right.
And that was 47.5 and
it
hit a 48, so it just barely went over the total for that matter. So the unders have been trending. And then as far as where the money is at, we have 68% of the money and 62% of the tickets on the over, and a 40.5 turns to a 38. So it's moving the wrong way, which makes me think that the under is the play. Same thing, 63% of the cash, 61% of the tickets are on the Steelers, but the line is moving towards the Broncos. So just a lot of weird line movement happening with this game. So make sure you're doing your homework, people, before you bet. But I love the under 38. That's the way we're going to roll. Don't forget, check out the Insiders Room over at picksandparlays.net. That's where all the premium plays are. And use this promo code NFL to save you 20% off whatever you get from the Insiders Room. Also, let's like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications every Monday through Friday. It's the Power Hour at 3 p.m. Eastern right here on the Max Wagers Network. Nick Parsons, thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you so much for all of your great picks. Everybody check out the Insiders Room Discord. My name's Allie Burns, and this has been a Power Hour.